Tiptoe by the window, da-da-da-da, go tiptoe through the window with me. Oh. Noises! Should have loaded up the game first before streaming, but you know, that's your fault, Jordan. Is she up? Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. Hello, Leon. And welcome, Ethan. And welcome to anyone else who is lurking. Let me turn down the volume. I don't think we need to turn it down that low. Oh. There we go. Load game. So. Okay. Oh, it's breaking the fourth wall of the game. Yeah! It's that game! You guys seem to really enjoy it, and I loved playing it. I thought it was hilarious. So we're doing more of it. Now, last time we did all of the left door options. Now we're going to do all the right door options. Is random a tires wheel? Not really. My brain just hasn't kicked in yet.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
That's weird. So last time we quote-unquote died, the girl is supposed to be narrating now. Let's go do that ending really quick. Let's go to the escape ending. And then we'll see if her narrating changes anything. Yes, he did. Hello, random. Pyro Raid! Thank you, Leon. Shoutouts to Leon for the raid. Broom Closet ending is the best ending. Changed my mind. Yes, he did. Look at these button pushes. What was the code? 2489? No.
He began turning the room over, looking for clues that might unravel the situation, until at last he discovered a keypad behind the boss's desk. But alas, no code. For this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret pin number.
To 845.
845. Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the...
We've heard what he has to say. Let me die and so we can see if a female changes anything narrative-wise. Button. At least I think she takes over. Welcome, Wolfie. Welcome, Jack. How's audio? Do you guys want the game up a little bit more? Let's turn him up just a little bit more, because he's kind of quiet. Let's put him at 50. I can hear it. Well, how's this? Is it better? Hold on.
It was a stirring of
that's better, yeah.
Chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
Hey, Ambipom.
Question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now? when for years it had never occurred to
We've already been through this. I just want to die and see if anything changes.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Escape.
Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yes. That is what I want. That's very grim, but yes.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I don't have any mods here. Also, just this once, like, don't raid me just to get plugged, but yeah, I got you.
Closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plugging the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Here's Leon's link. Leon, but that future being said, like, don't.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator.
Oh, yeah,
Stanley
we were
was
supposed to be
led
looking this way.
helplessly into the enormous
Kind of ruins the whole
laboratory.
vibe, doesn't it?
In a single
Don't read me for the sake of getting plugged.
Stanley was obliterated as the machine
Yep.
crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I'm dead now. It's so weird being dead.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
Yep,
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to
all is well.
accomplish?
I bonked random.
When
Understandable.
every
It's a great
path you
thing.
can walk has been created for you long
So this
enough,
is basically the blueprints
death
for anyone who
becomes
didn't see the last episode of the
making
entire
life
game.
The same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
It's grim. It's very grim, actually. What if we're all dead? What if none of us are actually alive and we're all just rewatching our past lives?
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can
Also,
stop the
wearing the
before
random
they
gamer's
both
hoodie
fail.
'cause,
Push escape
you know, I
across
can.
the box. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
What if one is dead and we're living in ghost form? Oh god. That's scary. Begin game again?
All of his co-workers were gone.
I are confused. Okay. Let's just load up our old file. Hi, Risky. How was the rufflet? How was getting
All of his
6-0'd?
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
It could mean my coworkers are gone. That's a
Perhaps he
scary
simply
concept,
missed the
though,
memo.
so we won't talk about that one. The broom closet ending was my favorite. 6-0'd. She played Showdown. She got 6-0'd by me. Technically, she forfeit, making it a 3-0, but
When
still.
Stanley came to
Alright,
the
we go this way.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I did.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had
Cold
really
drinks.
been worth the detour after all.
No, 3.
Just to spend a few
Nah,
moments in this
Chief.
immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply
No.
stood here, drinking it all in.
We're gonna do all the endings on the right side, so. Who wants coffee?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it. At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Well, now I just don't want to leave because I feel bad about my existence.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue. When a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message. But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
I'm gonna go where this goes. I want to see if I can jump down there.
Nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance.
What do you mean, her? I'm single.
To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
I assume there's one if I do and one if I don't, so let's pick up. No, I haven't.
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh damn, I'm not single.
The oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No, I'm leaving.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, that's creepy. So, fun fact, I have a horrible fear of mannequins, so this is not okay.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential.
I don't want to look
nature
at
of
mannequin.
his
Mannequins scare me, I'm
existence.
sorry.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch.
No, I'm not.
Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
What if I just don't push Q?
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of
Mannequin.
wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And
I'll
each
just
day
look at this
that he
painting and hope the
returned
mannequin
to work
doesn't hurt
was
me.
a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. and so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that
I'm apparently
one day
watching
while at
TV.
work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Like in this area? Press 6 to spend time with the boys.
So, he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
But
As he wandered through this fantasy
the
world, he began
fuck?
to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I don't have
It was
kids.
such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
But I don't love her. She's a mannequin.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly...
See, she left. This is why I don't tell people I love them.
He's pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that...
Okay, we're gonna come back to this, because now I'm curious if you just don't push something.
How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press P to
Suppose
push.
I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
Oh. That's wonderful. The end is never the end is never the end is loading. Never.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a...
Leon, remind me go to the phone towards the end of the stream.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Do you say anything else if I stay here?
Yes, really, really worth it being here. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I did not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Now I want to go back to the phone and just
I think
don't
perhaps
answer
we've
it.
gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
No, there isn't.
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Mm-hmm.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits.
You're so full of shit.
Essentially somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I'm so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations.
You already wrote that, Leon.
Set fire to every
We'll do that next.
living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember,
burn the flower,
here, the real
and
world
possibly
makes
the
sense,
child.
And at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought.
Wait, so I'm not
then
real?
Provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying,
Burn the world!
Is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack.
Practice.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
No. Fine.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay, so we'll go explore all the phone endings then, Leon.
Just there, you'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Got it.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. I go back here. Now left. Am I doing this right?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work.
Okay, I've never seen
Why?
this ending.
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
No. 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 That's not... No.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That
I'm
there's
gonna
a
drink.
world outside of you. You're a child.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly.
Okay.
Hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
I kind of feel bad.
To the task. Just
Always
follow
right.
my lead and you'll be
Okay.
fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly. Hurry. When Stanley came to
Oh,
a set of
I thought I
2
broke it.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Is this not supposed to happen? Did I break the game? God damn it, I broke it! Did I break it? Broke the game. Well, let's just tell you from the top.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to assess...
We're gonna find out this
this
true
was not
ending.
the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it
Yep.
perfectly well.
I
Perhaps
did.
he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Mm-hmm.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
I want to go finish the door ending.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
Actually.
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No.
Now listen carefully, this is important.
No, Leon.
Stanley walked
Thank
through
you,
the
though.
red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
I won't.
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do not think I put a lot of time into that, because I
No.
did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made
Okay,
this
Jafar.
game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far.
I can't talk.
Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I will.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you...
Do I have to pick 5?
Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
I want to be honest. I'm going to be honest. If I... It was... I'll give you a 2.
Oh, well, now this is useful. You didn't like it, but you didn't totally hate it either. You enjoyed it, perhaps is the correct term. It didn't cause you excruciating pain.
Yeah.
Big steps we've made here today, Stanley. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Okay. Thanks, man.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
No.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a
Originally, and welcome to the stream.
And now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What are we going to be thrown in Minecraft?
In this game,
Oh, it's the 2-hour ending.
danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and
3 hours? Oh,
continuously
God.
confronting
I want to do this ending on its separate streams, so
world will really take
let's see how far I can
Of
get.
course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Dang, I almost didn't get that one. Really? That doesn't count as a fail?
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I hate children.
The latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience.
I don't have 4 hours.
I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
I'm sorry. I want to do that ending, though. It's going to be so annoying. Leon, don't spoil the games.
Well, Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with.
Hey, it's not in time.
Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only...
Yeah, try not to spoil the
for
games.
artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house.
Where? Oh.
This will go here. No, here. And then...
Wait.
See, what does it need? Yes, of course. And just to finish it all off, yes, it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy.
I'm sorry.
But you've only
You have not seen me build, mate.
You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Will do.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond.
No.
Diamond everything.
No.
Yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
Oh. Let me get a tree. I guess I'm just...
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
It's raining so hard I can't hear you. Hi, Volts.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear. Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
No, wait. Sad. Hey, it's that game no one likes when I played.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
It's a great game. No one liked it when I played it on the channel, though, so you know. No more Portal content for you guys. More for me. I actually haven't played the original.
It's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius. No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of these games, and I highly doubt you're any wiser for the experience.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk to you again. Because I visioned something creepy when I was left alone sleeping. In the world of silence. This is just weird as hell.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Are you gonna just flat out kill me? Oh, Volt, I feel like I should mention, because I know it bothered you last time. I'm not as PG as I was. I do curse now, so... I don't try and do it all the time, but sometimes it just happens.
Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Because I was left. I don't know.
Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire.
Should we try the other phone ending?
Stanley
Should we see if it breaks again?
Stanley, for the first time, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door.
First time understood true happiness. Damn you!
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Leon, where should we go?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing in your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
What if I just...
nothing but you, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Damn, okay. Okay, fine. Here, Leon, get in VC. Oh. Wait a minute. We have to do this the painful way. Oh, crap. Oh, wonderful. It's already open. Leon is in voice chat. Allow. Welcome to the world of disappointment. How may I disappoint you today?
Hello, random.
Please mute past me. He is a dick and no one likes him.
I have muted you on both streams.
Both streams? What do you mean both
Stanley's office is
streams?
a distant memory.
I've got you muted open in Opera and I've got you muted on my tablet.
Was it a painting or a photo?
Appreciate the
He could
watch
no
time.
longer
In it.
You could no longer recall. I didn't know what you said.
Stanley
But
came
that's
to
okay.
a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting
Yes,
room.
it was.
So you want to go right?
Well, perhaps
And
he
as
wanted
you
to
come
stop
out
by
the-
Here, wait,
Before you
hold on.
go.
Let me make this easier for you. Just don't give me any watch time. Here you go.
What am I doing? What are you doing, sorry?
Share. And now you should be able to see Stanley Parable.
No, I can watch it through my tablet. It's okay, mate.
But you're on delay. This way you're not on delay.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. Giddy in a way he had
Plus,
never known
it won't
before.
let me see
Was
on
it
my
this
end
room?
to PC, so I'm
connection
gonna have to
between
do
the
it this
two?
way.
Okay, then let me just stop sharing.
So you're in the employee lounge right now, aren't you?
Could a man
Mhm.
love a room?
You want
Eager
to
get back
exit
to
and
business,
pick the first
Stanley
open door
took the
on your
first
left.
open door on his left.
Say that again.
I'm
This
going-
man doesn't show up. What am I doing
First
for...
first open door on the left, and then there should be a lift going down.
This one?
No, go back, and there should be a door on your left. Take that, and then there should be a lift on your left.
This door.
Go through that, and then take the
And
lift
so
on
he
the left.
detoured through the maintenance
I think
section,
we've already done this.
straight ahead to the opposite
Have
door,
you?
and
Go
don't-
down the lift.
Let's find out.
Bolt the button.
What happened, Volts?
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So
Yeah,
in
we
order
done
to
this,
get
'cause he
back,
keeps
needed
switching
to go
doors.
Oh, my bad then.
So here it's
I forget what ending this is, though. Is this the space
oh,
ending?
no, it's to the right.
No,
my
that's
mistake.
different ending.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What
So the
was I
phone
thinking?
Sorry to hear your PC
It's
broke.
clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
The phone ending, you've obviously done the one with the wife, haven't you?
It went down right.
Okay, begin game again. We don't have time to go through this shenanigans.
Random, you've already done the wife ending, haven't you, with the phone?
Yes, that's
Yes,
what everyone would be. Stanley just
Yes,
needed to
you were
get
here
to
for
the
this.
end, and from then on, he
There's
would never
3
be
more
alone
endings you should be
again.
able to do. The red door ending,
When
where
Stanley
you go
came
right
to a
through
set
that
of 2
door,
open, this was
near the left.
Okay, I'm muting this man because he doesn't shut up. And you're also quiet.
I'm quiet.
Well, I just have bad hearing, but you know. Speak?
Hello?
There you go. Okay, what am I doing?
So you've got, I believe, 1 or 2 endings to the left.
Other than the baby
Depends.
ending, but you know.
Apart from the baby ending, which will be on another stream. So what ending do you fancy doing? Phone or the one where you go near the blue door again?
In the door where I have to jump off.
Door where you have to jump off and then you go through, take the red door, and then follow him along.
Oh, I have to listen to the bugger.
Yeah.
Perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
We did not get off on any foots. I am not on anyone's foot. I just wish to jump off a cliff.
Difficult, but the fact is
Don't we
the
all?
story has been about
Whee!
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others?
Yes.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why?
I've learned trust no
I don't know
one.
how to
Shut up.
convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you
Okay, let me through the red door.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
And then
it.
you should be going around and around and around until he opens the door, and then that's
I said no
another
spoilers,
space.
man.
Stanley walked through the
Oh,
red
sorry.
door.
You can tell me where to go, just don't tell me what
God,
happens.
you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I
Yeah, so you should be able to go through the red door, and now the fun begins.
all these choices? The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running.
Now the fun begins.
Don't you see that?
It's a never.
I just
Well, okay, I forgot about the same thing.
we would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Take any door, both doors lead to the same place.
This door looks friendlier.
Take any door, both doors are lead to the exact same place.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Walk.
Don't you tell me to walk.
Walk. Walk towards the light, my friend. Walk towards the light.
I am in the light. I don't...
It's been 8 years since I've actually done this.
Oh, that light.
That light, yes.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
Do you want me to tell you how to do this ending, or do you want to figure it out on your own?
I'll figure it out.
Stanley, I think I feel happy.
Because you do, unfortunately, at some point have to grow wings. Let me quickly catch up on chat, see what everyone's saying.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
That's the ending.
Thought so.
You just got basically, you know, commit.
Stanley, let
In
me
other
stay
words.
here. Don't take this from me. No!
Whee!
Thank God. No. No, no. What are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Sorry, narrator.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
You're actually going to listen to the narrator?
Does anything happen if I just stay here?
No, nothing happens.
Perfect. That's enough motivation for me.
Wow, you lazy git. Do you want to get the ending or not?
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this
And then the only
platform
ending
over
you
and
should
over
have
again?
left is
You were
the
literally
escape
willing
pod
to
if
kill
it doesn't
yourself to
break,
keep me from
and
being happy. Am I
obviously
leaving
the
this
baby
situation
and
correctly?
choices.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along,
Me too!
but I guess that was too much to ask.
We can be friends in another life.
Choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
That's actually depressing.
That is one ending.
God damn. Nope.
Oh no, it's the most depressing ending of them all.
I didn't.
Stanley simply couldn't.
Oh, this is. Oh, yeah, okay.
Misclicked.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So now it should just be escape pod and the.
I think I've already done escape pod.
Oh yeah, you did. It broke.
Yeah. So let's do choices and then. How long have we been live for?
Not long.
An hour? Aw.
And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I didn't. You liar.
Stanley was so bad.
1 second, drinking tea.
It's incredible.
Ew,
It wasn't
tea.
5 years ago.
Wait,
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on
can I?
I'm not your
Can you what?
I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Can I make that jump?
You've been neglecting Stanley. Forgotten about.
Don't know. Do you want to try?
Stop trying
Kind
to
of.
make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for
I mean, if you're able to make it, I will literally give you my channel.
This is it, Stanley.
Until you get up 500 subs and then you want it back?
To put your work aside. To let her back into
No, at
your
least
life.
100, and then
She's been
if you want to give
waiting.
it back, you can.
That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone?
I
It
did.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that?
Oh yeah, no, we've just got to go through and listen to this guy ramble on about choices.
Double check.
No, Volts, he meant I could get the channel, not anyone else.
Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually.
You know what, I'll be doing other things, well.
How is that even
I forget how long this ending
These
is.
decisions were supposed to mean anything.
I've
I
never
don't
seen.
understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you? Wait a second.
So I believe once you go back to that main room,
Can't believe
you
it.
go right twice until he puts you back, and then I believe you go left. I'm not too sure. It's, like I said, it's been a long time.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and
Hang on, let me look it up.
And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person, but if used incorrectly can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
You having fun there, Random?
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay, Liz, I gotta ignore you now. You having fun?
We now need to go back to the main room where the two choices are.
I wanna jump.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway
We will be
through the
rating
story.
at the end of this.
It would make no sense.
Hopefully this ending doesn't break
Get you
again.
home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
You're not well equipped to do
I
it.
think due to the fact that the escape pod ending broke, this is meant to be the last ending, the choices ending.
So what happens if I go with him and just go left? Does it just play out like a normal ending?
So you go right, obviously break the game, then you go left and he resets you, and then I'm still watching
But what
the
if I go
tutorial.
left at all?
Door on the left, back to the correct
Well, if you don't go left at all,
What if I just...
then you break the game.
and you'll be home.
No, like, what if I just go left every time?
What, go left, go left, go left, go left?
Yeah.
I think it just continues on the story, I'm not too sure.
That means choosing
We must explore our options! Plus, this means I get to slide around more.
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Yeah, go right, obviously it breaks, and then I'm watching the tutorial if you can't hear.
He entered the door on his left.
No, I entered the door on my right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction.
I can't!
We're not
The door is too big!
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that you.
Hey, it's the red door.
You've destroyed my work. Why? For
Oh
what?
yeah, it is the red door.
Get out of that.
Okay.
What did you think
Let me
was
know when the
so
cutscene's
special
done.
about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do?
You can just slide around again.
Way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh, I'm dizzy. There's many. I float.
You'll float too. You'll float too.
I'm here.
Right, right. Yeah, from the guide I'm watching, it goes right twice, and then left.
Who
Right
thought
there.
they were so clever? Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed.
Right
Me and
twice,
Gmod
left
be
once.
like...
Run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be
Do
fun?
you guys want to see more
Just had to
Gmod?
see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something,
I could
there's
do a bunch
damn
of
good
prop
reason
hunt
for it.
shenanigans. Right,
That
two,
thought
left one.
hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you.
So go right two more times
And
and
then
then
go-
left.
Right twice, left once, and then head up towards the boss's
If
office.
you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect.
This is a guide I'm watching live, so
I tried so hard.
this is to get the ending.
Just behave exactly as Stanley would.
Okay.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story
Good.
first.
I do that.
I'm quite sure you
I always
beat
put the
to
story
test.
first, never
Just
myself.
follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Putting yourself
Right.
first is shellfish.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Hakure.
he entered
Hello,
the door on his
Schwable.
left.
How art thou? We are actually about to
Why
read.
did you do that? Quickly.
So,
How many times have you gone through the right door?
Behave exactly as Stanley.
twice now.
That means choosing responsibly and always
Once
putting
at the start,
first.
when the whole
I'm
glitch
quite sure
happened,
you'll
and then
be able
now.
to just follow my lead.
Am I going left now, or am I
So-
going...
Right. When
So the
Stanley
guy
came to a set
I'm
of
watching
2 open doors,
after he did
he
the
entered the door on his left.
went right. This is only what I'm watching.
Here we go.
I'm gonna go right again and then left.
You know when you broke it before?
Quickly. Hurry.
Try, because he's going to reset you.
That means choosing
Then go
responsibly
again,
and
because he's
always
going to reset
putting
you,
the
then go
story
left.
first. I'm
So
quite
basically
sure
you got to
you'll
get
the
reset
task.
twice by the
Just follow
narrator.
my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did. Surprisingly. Baswablu.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I can't open the broom closet. I take great offense to this.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I did. Oh. Only slightly.
Stepping inside
I don't know the
his
code.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover
It's
no
changed.
indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Night Shark 115. I don't know if...
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver.
I'm probably going to look stupid because this probably isn't voice detective, but... Night Shark 115.
It's not. It's not.
Oh.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I do.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
I'm not a coward.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door.
This should be the ending. I'm not too sure. You've done it. That's the choice ending.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me?
So what do you think of the Stanley parable?
I think I'm listening.
Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Oh, God.
All of his co-workers were gone.
I don't know what to do here.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Let's go
Perhaps he
explore.
simply missed a memo.
I'm curious.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I just stand still? Does anything happen? Do I get special treatment?
Let's go explore.
Adventure line! How do I get the adventure line ending again?
Yet
You want to get the
not a
adventure
single
line
person
ending?
here.
We need to
Yeah.
end this with a good
Feeling
ending.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go.
Oh,
up
you
to
want the
his
good
boss's
ending?
office,
No.
hoping he might
No, I
find
want the
coming to
adventure
a
line ending,
staircase.
'cause that is the good
Stanley
ending.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is it?
It is in my eyes. How do I get adventure line?
Let me have a look quickly.
We need to end this with a strong ending.
I honestly don't know how to get the adventure line.
Alright, let me try my thing then. I think I know how, I just need to brain.
But Stanley just couldn't do it.
Nope.
He considered the possibility of facing his
Just
boss,
need to think.
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley.
If you guys are enjoying
Maybe,
the stream,
he thought
then
to himself, maybe
well,
I am crazy.
yeah.
All of my co-workers
That's for
blinking
me to know.
mysteriously out of existence
I definitely
in a
know.
single moment, for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating?
No.
No, Stanley said to himself. This is all too strange. This can't be real. And at
I guess we're
last,
ending with
he came
the
to
Stanley Goes
conclusion
Insane
that had
ending.
been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Yep, that is the
"I'm
insane ending.
dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying. And began
No, I
to
didn't. No, I
gently
didn't. No, I
float
didn't.
above
I am
the
scared of heights. No, I didn't.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun. and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd, and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life.
On that note, let's just raid. Raid hype!
Who we raiding?
That's Marina now.
Welcome on in, Kai.
We are raiding. Hi, Kai. Welcome. Hashtag Random Gamers Raid. Thank you all so much for showing up today's stream. Sorry it was shorter. We do have one more ending to do on this. That'll be a 4-hour long ending. Oh, you're raiding? Yeah. Sorry, Kai. Bye. Bye, Kai. Take care, everyone.